truth of TikTok advertising.
Yes.
Should you advertise or not on TikTok?
She's consistent. She's got a good storytelling ability, good sell, good pitch. They change the products consistently.
Content creators and influencers are totally different.
In terms of conversions, it has to be consistent.
That's the stuff that performs better in paid than influencer content. Is it worth it? Welcome back to another episode. Are you doing it or me?
No, you're doing it.
Welcome back to another episode of Digital Cheesecake. Hit subscribe, follow. I'm with Jack and Sarah. We're going to start
doing... So you back from Croatia?
I literally was Croatia for a day, mate.
Was it actually a day, though?
It's been ages. Nights. I went to a hens thing and
it was so long.
I died there.
It was really fleeting. You went on a Friday, came back Sunday.
Yeah, I know. I felt so bad. I left one of the hours of the recording and I disappeared for this girl's hens.
But you had an amazing time.
Yeah. It was amazing, but I was so sick after it.
So
getting on a flight from Australia, then this. Oh yeah, it was a crazy hen do. These girls are cray. Nice. Anyway, girls are wild in mid-30s on a hen. Mid-30s. Yeah. I think people in their mid-30s or late 30s are more wild sometimes than the younger ones.
Yeah, actually. And
they've got more wild stories to tell. And they've also got more frustrations.
Well, I think it's also you get out. I mean, this is
you're also more confident as well.
Yeah, but you don't get out as much, so you're kind of like, I've got this chance. Do you know what I mean?
I'm going to kill myself for 48 hours.
Yeah, because when I arrived, it was like the
madness.
grind.
Yeah. Anyway, we could go into a whole podcast episode of that. Yeah,
we should. So Ellie's back from Croatia. Thank God.
I forgot I went. Anyway, so I'm glad that you guys remembered. Anyway, today we're talking about the truth of TikTok advertising. Yes. Should you advertise or not on TikTok?
Yeah. Because everyone wants to do it. Absolutely everyone.
Everyone's trying to pitch still.
TikTok
people are
specialists.
worried about it. Yeah.
That is a massive thing for organizations at the moment, right? I think I don't know if people are hiring specific TikTok personnel, but I think it's definitely going that way.
But it's so expensive though, isn't it? So to actually have an in-house TikTok person, get your studio, and then is it the evenings that most people go on TikTok shop, the lives? So there's a lot of time investment to
and
go
lunchtime
into it.
as well.
Yeah, she looks to it really well.
I mean, a social media job is literally like a 24-hour job. It's not the worst job. I love it for those people that do social media, but it's a really hard job because you've got to schedule stuff and then make sure you're getting the engagement at nighttime.
Yeah.
Social media is always on, which is tough. Anyway, so yes, TikTok, is it worth it?
Conversion.
100% yes. Definitely.
You say 100% yes. I think it depends on your budget. Depends on your budget. Yeah. For lots of brands, TikTok is amazing. It's insane. But I think depends on the type of customers you want. If you want young gen, yes.
That's
if
where
you want loyalty, no. Loyal customers aren't always on TikTok in general.
Really? So it's just like fleeting customers.
Well, you've got a lot of people that are like
from TikTok.
Yeah, if we're talking about something different like TikTok Shop, which is what we had Pete on for, is that it's still not like premium products. Yeah. So people are buying everything that's cheap. Yeah. It's kind of like your Temu vibes. There's brands going on there like Charlotte Tilbury and stuff, and there's more, and they're slowly going there, but it's still like when Amazon was a bit weird, and you were buying things off like Temu, etc. So the quality, you're not going to go buy an expensive pair of shoes that people are like love for those value creations. Like, we're working with R.M. Williams and you wouldn't buy a pair of R.M. Williams at the moment on there.
It's the impulse buy, isn't it? So you watch.
We were talking about that.
What's that lady? What's that lady you watch every evening?
Yeah, so we were saying it's a lot about, so in terms of conversion, it's maybe converting people to buy things that you just wouldn't buy normally. So...
Correct, because you're convincing them through content, right? Like
convincing through content, and that's another thing that we're going to come on to, but the UGC type content I think it's basically, especially the micro influencers, creating a lot more they've just got stronger audiences, haven't they? They've got stronger
communities, haven't they?
So going back going back to what Jack was saying, so for example, I love ASMR stuff, love it. Any food eating, I don't even know why,
people love it. It's like the satisfaction level. The food one is everyone's obsessed with.
But if you're sitting next to someone, they're chewing really loudly, you don't like it, right? I love when dogs chew loudly, love it.
That's cute.
Open mouth. It's the cutest thing in the world.
Oh, and they're like,
that's
really cute.
Yeah. With their open mouth, cutest thing ever.
Barry most of the time.
Literally when she's at the water bowl, we just literally stood over watching her.
Just watching. It's the cutest thing. But when someone's sitting next to you eating loudly, especially with their mouth open, you're like, oh, get away from me. But
when it's on TikTok, you are all over it.
I cannot stop watching it. So there's a brand. Her name's Alana. She's got like a brownie business or like a cake business. It's called Ridiculously Rich by Alana. And
she's on The Apprentice, I think.
She was on The Apprentice. and I just watch all of her videos. I don't even like Tiffin's. Brownies are okay, but
Tiffin's got raisins in and cherries.
It's like very thick, like blondie. I never eat blondies.
I love how you guys are going down this route right now.
Honestly,
we go down the food route.
This is not even about TikTok conversions, but I like it.
But I'm gonna.
Have you bought a brownie? Is the question.
I am going
back to the point.
But that's what it's for. It's for the impulse buy.
It's for the impulse buy. So I'm watching all this content. I'm thinking I'm definitely gonna buy something at some point.
But the reason why it works is because she's consistent. Every evening, she's got her social media person going at it every single evening. So she's got a good storytelling ability, good sell, good pitch. They change the products consistently.
Exactly. And that is a big thing on TikTok. So in terms of conversions, it has to be consistent. She does shopping lives consistently
every night,
every single day. So are we saying that's what we need as well? Yes. I think that's a big thing.
I might wonder if you're asking me the question or you're answering.
What do you think?
I mean, I think you have to build a strategy around it. You can't just assume you're going to get conversions. TikTok Shop works great, but not better than your other channels right now.
Yeah.
Unless you invest the same amount of time you did in Instagram, which you've spent like 10 years, most companies working on Instagram. Then you need to put the same amount of investment and team into TikTok Shop if you want it to work. And TikTok Shop is separate to TikTok ads campaigns. So you've got Shop, then you've got ad campaigns. Start with ad campaigns first because that's where you can test it. And then TikTok Shop is like another team. So you actually need an ads team, like a performance team on TikTok ads.
It's going to turn into Amazon, isn't it, eventually?
But people keep saying that, but I think it's like, look at the team behind Amazon and what's built around it. Like that makes sense. If they've got the same funding and stuff, I know it's a privately listed company, TikTok. So I don't know what their strategy is.
What the setup is.
But can't you have someone on performance for ads and for TikTok Shop? Or you're saying it's just completely...
Shop is different. Shop is like setting up an e-commerce shop, a website.
Okay.
And you're setting up like the products and you're doing the SKUs and all of that. Like you've got to optimize the titles. Performance people only know how to optimize ads. Like setting up ads and optimizing bid strategies.
But they have to work hand in hand because
they've got to, it's like an organic team and a paid team.
The content team have got to form really good organic content, and the paid have got to literally switch on the budgets with the best performing campaign, don't they?
So yeah, it's good. TikTok conversions is ads and Shop is separate. I think it's like, I would start with ads as a whole. It's like saying, do I go Instagram ads or TikTok first? Definitely don't do TikTok first, do Instagram first. It's easier wins. There's more loyalty on there.
TikTok feels more transitional.
It's just got less returns, people say. Their ROAS is not as good.
But how do they differ? Because we were talking about TikTok conversions differ from Facebook and Instagram.
They're all the same if they convert on the website. So if someone's purchasing a brownie and they purchase it from either one, it's the same way. It's just from a different channel. So it's come from TikTok. The reason it might be cheaper on Instagram is that you might have, I mean, you've got more people like us purchasing on Instagram or like going from Instagram into that nature. TikTok, so a lot of people don't leave sometimes TikTok. They might stay more in there because it's like the nature of it. Yeah. But you've also got a lot of younger gens on there that have got less income and whatever. But there is still older gens that are doing it.
I think like millennials are definitely
on TikTok now. You have to test
What's
it.
on my algorithm at the moment are those Mexican chamoy peach rings and corn.
We haven't got any of those yet.
What is that?
Honestly, it is really good. It's like sweet and like chili sweets at the same time. They look really good. And then Cornish sea salt seasoning. So,
but that goes back
what
to...
What is this? Are these like these corn things?
So it's like Cornish sea salt. So it's like salt
just like
with...
salt.
Like extra herbs and things. I've not really looked into it, but
on
I'm on
food,
an algorithm.
Or is it salt we're talking about?
For literally for food. So
did they create the content? So UGC style content. So that UGC, is what is helping with the conversions on TikTok.
Exactly. So they've got their I think they've got their customers using and filming, and then it's just literally hitting. This week it's been hitting my algorithm really
and strong
hard.
hook in the first 3 seconds.
I've not been paying any attention to hooks, but that's good. You've got to have a really good hook for the campaigns, which is getting supported by paid to convert
from TikTok, and then also a clear and authentic CTA. So watching till the end, link in bio. I think
that's really hard.
You guys have done research, haven't you?
No, we know this stuff. We're professionals.
I'm impressed.
Do you know we're on TikTok every day?
We do love TikTok.
But when was the last time you watched a full TikTok?
It's annoying because I do it for my work. So I'm like,
I don't think I do. I'll probably get two-thirds.
But no, you don't watch...
Two-thirds.
But the thing is, I know you guys say hooks, but like there's also like now we get told a lot about like try and avoid hooks if you can.
Really?
If you can
Why would you do that though?
If you can tell a really good story, if you've already built your audience, then you can just tell great stories. But... I'm not saying to people do the hooks because it's like the basics of everything. And then you should try and you've already nailed like your audience and how to convert them. Then you can actually just tell a story. Like for us, we're doing a lot of hook stuff.
Yeah.
But eventually we will go into a flow of just constant storytelling when we've got it all right. But
like, it's authenticity
you've got to
as well.
be, it's got to be authentic. It's got to be like, you've got to
Exactly,
create new types of content. It can't always be hook generated. But yes, it is hook specific. But you can't just say with, I don't know, you're shopping stuff on Instagram and TikTok, there's two different audiences. You can't be like, here's a shoe, purchase the shoe. You have to like do awareness stuff of here's the story around the shoe, the craft of the shoe, which is what we're doing for RM Williams at the moment. Is like, here's the craft of the shoe, tell the whole story, and then maybe do some like really smart, like targeted product-led CTA stuff. But you shouldn't just be constantly assuming this one ad's going to work. It has to be part of a bigger strategy. I think people have got, unless you've got budget, you should be thinking about in a strategy, even for TikTok. TikTok's one part of the funnel. So is Instagram. You should never be running them in silos. Like if you're running a campaign, you should be thinking about it. Like 101 is have a media plan of we're going to do awareness activity in these areas in London. Like create interest. I don't know. Let's say we're doing something for, I don't know, this pair of a shoe brand, like a boot brand for Glastonbury. Then you would do all these awareness pieces at Glastonbury events, experiences. Then you would be smart and gather data and then target all those people that have been seeing the ads, awareness. Then you would target them on Instagram and TikTok and as different audiences.
But that's what I mean, because
you need to be
have
smart
different
about it.
Audiences. But what if, okay, so for example, we look at Instagram and TikTok. Sometimes it can get, you almost miss stuff because I think the recommendation is to create different content for TikTok and Instagram, right? But then you're constantly having to go on all of the channels. If you follow, like, let's say it's a micro influencer, then you literally have to just check on all of these channels, don't you?
What for? Like, as in you're checking or who's checking?
I'm checking as
just
a consumer.
as a consumer.
Yeah, as a consumer.
Well, you don't know if you're buying a shoe, right? Like you just go to the channel where you use the most. If you're using TikTok the most, then you use TikTok the most. I mean, me as a consumer, I use Instagram the most. Like that's where I am.
Probably do half and half, you know.
I would say,
I would say half.
But a lot of people are trying to get rid of their social
media. But the
media,
content is very different. I would say TikTok's more authentic, more storytelling.
To be honest, everyone says test on TikTok.
Yeah.
Everyone does the best type of engagement is on TikTok.
Yeah.
And they're all just putting it onto Instagram. Everyone says do different types of content. But if you're worried, just test it on TikTok as organic content. If it works well, test it on both constantly. Realistically, Instagram has become TikTok. It's changed to be like TikTok. So like
true.
I mean,
and what
the
about
content
YouTube
should
as
be
well,
engaging. But sometimes stuff performs better on Instagram.
Well, YouTube are pushing shorts because they want to compete
YouTube
against
is
TikTok.
a totally different content style.
So they're favouring, I think a lot of people are saying they're favouring the shorts at the moment.
You can't do a hook straight away with theirs. Theirs is like, it's all about the thumbnail cover.
Yeah.
The thumbnail cover is
key.
And then people are expecting to go in. You don't need to hook people in the moment they've clicked on a YouTube video. They're going to watch most of it. You know, like they're going to watch a lot of it.
Well, it's the first, 30 seconds that count?
Yeah,
but 20 seconds.
But like
it's
you're going
thumbnail.
to YouTube to learn,
and
right? Usually most people are going in, pressing playback speed and doing it 2 times and trying to watch the very end of YouTube.
Yes, yeah.
Like you're trying to watch the
really
end.
good.
You're not doing the same on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, that's true. What about Facebook? I mean, would you say when you're advising clients that you have to have Facebook as part of?
No, it depends. Some of our we have clients that Facebook works the best in like places like the Latin American countries. Still is really good.
Okay, that's interesting.
Older gen campaigns still really good for like motherhood and pregnancy stuff.
Yeah,
and there's Facebook
there's loads of
groups
Facebook
and
groups for like motherhood, isn't there?
So many Facebook groups.
I'm not in any of them,
general.
but there are.
So I
know
think Facebook is still it's really key. We find that we have a construction client we work with, and their Facebook activity outperforms their Instagram activity because they're old construction men. On their
they're already on
Facebook. They're in their 50s that are like all their mates are still on there. They don't have they might have Instagram, but they never post. So all these platforms are still relevant. I wouldn't touch things like Threads and anything else.
Really? But I think people do post on Threads. Or people don't.
You can, but you have not enough time. So just nail your brands and the areas, and then test TikTok. Just if you can't get the board to accept it, just say I want to test it, and start doing like really basic content on there that you do on Instagram, and like you can promote it and do it. You're going to test it for 3 months, but don't, I would say, just blow all your budget on TikTok and do one channel. It needs to be Instagram 100% paid search, and then TikTok. Keep testing it, and then you grow it. Like I said, like you've got to grow the whole team into TikTok, show the numbers, put more money into TikTok if it's working, more.
Yeah.
And then it will work. So it works if you do it right, but people in marketing, which sounds really bad, people
just
don't do it right.
You got to do it organically.
Yeah.
Like one client, I said on another podcast, one client who's a big beauty client, I think they spent 5 or 7 million and they only got 2 million of sales back from it. But they went not
why
blind
would they spend
into
5
it.
million in that?
I literally don't know. So
that's a lot for TikTok, I think, for just TikTok. Just
for TikTok. Yeah.
Not
I mean, don't spend
5
million on TikTok. Come on.
You just don't do that, do you? So,
but
it'd be an integrated campaign with everything else, and TikTok as a supplementary channel. You would never put that much money into it unless it was working.
But beauty is massive on TikTok. And let's talk about
the guy who's done it well. Who's that guy?
What categories are best on TikTok?
I would say you need content creators.
And Mitchell's done really well. So didn't he get 1 million on one live once? 1 million in terms of revenue in one live. But he built that organically, didn't he?
And then there's other,
but you put your money,
brands.
you put that 5 million, you put like 2 million into content creators, and you put them into that. And
into
then
micro-influencers.
Influencers as well.
Get them to push it on their accounts.
I did get corrected today. Content creators and influencers are totally different. So
what's the difference?
What is the difference?
Creators are people that are just like barely have any followers. They're just creating content. They're really good at knowing how to create good content. So we pay just for creators. And then, which is a lot cheaper. It's like you're essentially getting like a production team.
20, 25 seconds of the product description.
Just constantly getting, they're just creating content. Could be of themselves in it.
But do you use it? Do you take it?
Yeah, you use it. That's the stuff
that
performs better and paid than influencer content.
Interesting. Okay.
Influencer content, people are like getting a little bit sick of just that, and they want to see like creator-led content. Stuff that's really good. It's not like the sponsored ad from an influencer. It's like a creator being like, blah, 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 I create all this content, creating really cool pieces of content.
And they're reviewing a product. So
they might not even be reviewing it. You might just hire a creator that is like, I don't know, someone from down the road. There's new jobs now called they'll say they're UGC creators. Yes. They're creators.
Yeah.
And they might just create content of like, I don't know, the stars or whatever, or product, or it doesn't need to be specific product stuff. But like they're focused so much on getting good engagement that they know how to create really good content for paid. Okay. Versus back in the day, now where we just get all these video shoots and all these styles, and it's not even good for social media anymore. But you've got these big creative production houses. So now we're doing with all of our clients, trying to tell them, put more of your budget into creators, which are really young people that are 18, 20-year-olds that know how to create content. And then do a little bit in content creation in premium production. We're actually working with a client when we're just doing a lot of AI enhancement of their existing assets. Like enhance it, make it cool and premium.
Is it obvious though if it's AI?
No, we can get it down. We can get it down to like absolutely realistic, like real life.
Okay, that's what's important because I'm seeing so much AI, and I'm
even
thinking,
big brands are doing it. I can see it,
and you just know it just looks fake.
But the one that looks cool, you're like, that looks sick.
Exactly, yeah.
If you want it to look cool, if you've got like spaghetti hanging out of a Dior like store
cool.
or something, it's cool.
Yeah, that's true.
And you want to watch it, and you want to see like you can be honest about that. This is AI, but this is cool stuff.
Yeah.
So then redo your existing assets because there's so much good shit that's out there.
Yeah.
And then get creators anyway. And that's where TikTok can work really well. But if you're launching, static creative on TikTok, you're just going to it's never going to work. So put more money into content these days, and then
more money
focus
to pay
on your performance.
and paid on TikTok. So conversions, we think, yes.
Yeah.
On TikTok.
Everyone wants a good conversion.
Yeah. Do it, but it's all creator led. It needs to be good creative, and it needs to have a good strategy.
But not clickbait. We want it to be authentic, especially
if you don't know what good content looks like, work with someone who knows good content.
Actually, that's really important because TikTok, when you look at all the comments, especially on Instagram, or when TikTok, there was going to be a ban for the Americans, everyone was freaking out because they said, no, we don't want to go to Instagram because you have to like go to Dubai every weekend on Instagram, and you have to have like all the best stuff because it's all about the aesthetics. And TikTok,
that's true.
People love it because it's authentic.
Yeah.
You can be whatever the heck you want, basically.
I think Instagram will get there eventually. They just haven't cracked it.
Yeah, they haven't cracked it. It is still much more aesthetics based.
But I would say I'm a TikTok convert. I used to like Instagram, but now
I agree. Me too.
I fully love TikTok.
Yeah, me too.
Just behind LinkedIn.
I've had to get off TikTok.
But I've had to get off LinkedIn. I can't go on LinkedIn anymore because that's a different thing.
That's the thing. You've got to find that everyone is so overwhelmed with digital that they are trying to be off their platforms.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. I think LinkedIn
everyone's trying to engage people the most. That it's overwhelming.
Yeah, I agree. It is overwhelming.
I need to improve my attention span. That's what I'm trying to do at the moment.
I think everyone's working on it. Yeah. I think everyone's working. There are actual YouTube videos to say
being
how
present
to do
as well.
that.
Being present, attention span. Yeah,
it's really hard when you're watching a TV show, and then you've got your phone scrolling. Like my husband,
I put it away.
Really
I put it away now.
I have many conversations when I had to try to train myself to say, just focus.
You just put it away. Just
not
literally
tasks.
put it in a different room.
I'm pretty good with tasks, but just
I'm pretty good with
fun things. Just any fun things, really.
Okay, we do have to wrap this up now, guys.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Nice. Okay.
Cool.
Well, hit follow. Thanks, guys. Next topic coming soon.
Catch you later.
Bye.